Listen to me. There is nothing like disadvantage. You don't have any disadvantage. Everything is an advantage, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. Last year, right, they shot Donald Trump on his ear. They wanted to kill him, and the bullet missed, grazed his ear. Guess what he did? He launched a perfume company because he knew that incident went around the world. Everybody saw that video. Everybody with a smartphone saw that video. Big advertisement. So what does he sell? Think of what to sell. Perfume. And he named it the perfume Fight, 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 which are the words he said after they shot him. At the moment he just survived that bullet, shooting, blood was dripping from his face. He took advantage and said, fight, fight, fight. Because he's a man, a mind. That's a mind that is trained to see the advantage in everything. And that picture now is now the most iconic picture in US history. Most iconic. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, now, everything that you thought is a disadvantage to you is now an advantage. Look at me now, right? When I grew up in the village, right? And when we were growing up, where we were living was far from any known pharmacy. We have to like literally walk kilometers to get to a pharmacy back then. Not to talk of hospital. So when we were sick, right? My dad used to use herbs instead of tablets or pills or injections. So my dad would take me into the forest or bush and show me different herbs and what they do. If you are sick with malaria, this is the one you take. You take it with this. If the malaria is already 3 days, if the person is already lying down, different stages of the malaria, these are the leaves you mix. This is how you take it, and 15 minutes later the person is out of the bed. If the person is already shaking, shivering, if the temperature is high, this is what you do. You bring down the temperature under 5 minutes to avoid convulsion. Like, he taught me all these methods. I know them offhand, right? So as an adult, I abandoned all these methods and I was now taking pills, injections, tablets, and it was normal to me. Until I had the incident I had some time ago, a year or two ago, where I went to extract one of my tooth and the dentist messed up my jaw and damaged one of the nerves on my face, and my face paralyzed. And later on, I felt so much pain, and later on I found out that it's the highest pain known to man. I didn't even know I was going through hell like that. I didn't know I was going through the biggest pain known to man. I was thinking it's just painful, right? I didn't know this was the medically known as the highest pain known to man. So there's a nerve here that spreads in your face. When it's damaged, everybody that has felt that pain confirmed that is the highest, and they measured it and they found out. So I was in pain for like 2 weeks. Serious pain. Morning, afternoon, I could hear my heart beat in my face. My heart was beating in my face. No drug was working. But it gave me time. I lost like 6 kg, right? But it gave me time to rethink my life as a whole. So I realized that training was actually of benefit, right? I started treating myself with herbs again. And ever since then, I've never fallen sick. Never been sick. Ever. And this is me that used to have malaria every month. You know, mosquito like me. If I pass now, mosquito will bite me. But malaria, fever, typhoid, all those things, no. And I thought to myself, like, I have all this knowledge. Why don't I sell it? Some people out there need it. All right. So I started giving out the knowledge. Maybe once or twice somebody will drop small money in my account for that. That's an advantage, right? And this is something that was a disadvantage if you are looking at it from an angle. Some people will keep boasting to you, I grew up in the village, I grew up in the ghetto, but they will not take advantage of that. But look, it's a big opportunity, right? Look at me, I used to be bald, right? Look at my hair, you see? It's not full like I would want it to, because it's still growing. It took many years to lose my hair, so I don't expect magic overnight. I was totally bald. Hair used to look smooth like this. If you go down, if you're watching me on TikTok and you scroll down now, videos I made from a year ago, 2023 for instance, you will see that hair was smooth like this. You understand? But hair is coming out now. There's a revival happening. You know, I'm moving to the permanent side. So one day I thought to myself, instead of hiding this baldness, this is something that brings shame to a lot of people. I said, let me turn it into a what do you call it now? A help for people. There are many people going through this. I started trying different methods, did a lot of research, came up with something that worked. And when I first made the video about how bald I was, people were laughing at me in the comments. But 3 months later, all the laughing ended because people could see that hair started coming out. My hair used to, I didn't have all this hair before, you know, hair started coming out, growing out. I shaved my hair, that's why it's low like this. You understand? And now, I do sell the recipe. If you want the recipe I mixed, it's a mix of ingredients. I'll give you the list of ingredients I mixed and a video, 10-minute video of how I mixed it. If you're within Nigeria, I can connect you to people that sell the ingredients. These are ingredients you use for eating. So if you inbox me, it's not free. It's not free. So inbox me, I'll give you the list if you want to regrow your hair. And one of the reasons I started regrowing my hair because I found that it's not, when you're having hair loss, it's a sign that is either you're gonna eventually, your chances of developing heart disease by age 64 is 5 times more than other people, or prostate cancer, or both. This is scientific research. So you're 500% more likely, 5 times more likely. So I was like, no, I actually have to tackle this now. I'm young. I don't have heart disease. I don't have protests. I don't have any sickness. It's better I tackle it now. So it's not just about growing your hair. Growing your hair is just cosmetic. You know, I don't really care whether I have hair or not. But the fact that something else might be wrong inside me, and my hair loss is one of the early signs. Same thing with people that have gray hair. If you have gray hair before age 40, your chances are 5.3 times. Heart disease, prostate cancer by age 64. Average age of diagnosis is age 64. Then hair loss also goes with high blood pressure. So those are the ones I really want to treat. The hair is just for cosmetic purpose, right? And I know that many people, they say heart disease is the highest killer of black men around the world. So many people have this disease inside their body without knowing. Early signs are showing you. If you go to hospital, if I go to hospital now and test for heart disease, I will not have any heart problem, nothing. But there are early signs. So why am I making this video? Is to tell you that whatever disadvantage you think you have now, you are living in the ghetto, your wife left you, your mother died, your parent, there is a big advantage in it. You just have to flip it. You have to just flip it, right? Find out a way to flip it. And boom, it becomes an advantage. When Trump's first wife died, Trump took her and had her buried in his golf course. Trump had a very big golf course because it's a business. They were paying a lot of taxes. When the wife died, he buried the woman in the golf course. No more taxes, because in the US, a burial ground is known as is tax-free. No more taxes. Turn it to advantage. But it looks vicious, right? There's a backstory to it, because when the woman divorced him, she wrecked his empire, right? Wrecked his life, took almost $22 million, 1991 or 2. Wrecked him totally, put him in debt, and then went on to marry 2 or 3 more extra husbands. And out of all of them, she said that when she is dead, it's Trump that should bury her, not even all those extra 2 husbands she married, because she divorced each. So Trump decided where to bury her, and her children are grown. Her children, first son is like 40 years, so it was a family decision. It's not just that Trump kidnapped her body. But now Trump is having what they call a tax-free enterprise. So I'm telling you that if you list all your disadvantages in life, take a sheet of paper, list everything that has been a disadvantage to you. You have bad marriage, bad uncle, bad auntie, what they call it, lack of money, brokenness, poor parents. No, list all of them. And start thinking about your life now, right? How can you flip it? How can you flip it? How can you flip it? For instance, if you're coming from a bad marriage, you can start marriage counseling. Flip, right? It can be a foundation for you for the next marriage. You can write a book. There are many things you can do. So please like and follow me.